Well, hello everyone. Welcome to today's class. I'm your instructor for today. I can say that. I'm your instructor for today. My name is Edison. Hello, hello. I'm going to be telling you a little bit about ACI Track, but I'm going to tell you a little more about ACI Track as far as its efficiency. All right. If you don't know about ACI Track is basically this. It's an order database system here at ACI. You can enter in your client's information. You can enter in your appraiser's information. You can actually start your orders right there in ACI Track. I like to think of it as the back end of your business will take place right there in ACI Track. Why? Well, you can do your billing. Okay, you can manage your reports in ACI Track. Now, today I'm going to be specializing in showing you how to make things a little more automated within your workflow in ACI Track. I'm going to set up your office controls, set up your fee splits, your fee tables, etc. Instead of making things manual, we like to make things a little more automated for you. Okay? All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to click on right over here where I have my setup. All right? Because the very first area I need to touch on is this one right here, is the office controls. All right. Now, see right here at the very top, file number prefix. Well, I like to make my file number prefix the actual year. So I'm going to enter in 2015. Now, as far as the starting number, you can make it anything you want. I'm going to hit my tab key. For me, it's going to be number 1, okay? But you can start with any file number as you wish. Moving a little further over here, you see where we have the turnaround days. What's the turnaround days? Well, the turnaround days are basically the days between the actual order date and the due date, all right? And for me, it's going to be number 5, okay, for my turnaround days. Okay, I'm going to drop it down a little further. See days of the work week? Well, it's not a difficult one to figure out for me. I'm just going to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to keep my Saturdays and Sundays to myself, hopefully, and I'm just going to stay with that information. Now, you could obviously enter in your stationary header and footer text as well as your invoice information, but I'm going to stay with the brief information that I have right now for the sake of time. I'm going to click on OK. All right, so I have that set up, all right. Now I'm going to show you this. I'm going to go to databases, left click on databases, and now let's go to appraisers first off. Left click on appraisers. Okay, so I have an apprentice, all right. So I'm going to choose Anna right here, left click on Anna. All right, and I'm going to simply go to edit, all right. So you can see right here the appraiser code is AP and apprentice, and you see some brief information right there. Okay, well the one area that I'm going to focus on is right here, the default appraiser fee or percentage. Well, for Anna, I'm going to enter in 60. Okay, I'm going to put a check mark right here representing percentage. All right, and then from here I'm going to click on OK. All right, so Anna's taken care of. What about this person right here, Sarah Bellum? Well, I left click on her, click on edit. You can see right here the appraiser code is SB. Sarah Bellum is her name, and you can see some brief information tied to Sarah Bellum. Well, Sarah is the supervisor, okay, if I haven't mentioned that yet. And I'm going to enter in 20, and I'm going to put a check mark right here, okay, representing 20%, all right? And then from here, I'm going to simply click on OK. All right, so I have my appraisers taken care of. Great. Now what I need to do is simply enter in my fee tables. All right, I'm going to click on OK. And believe it or not, I'm going to go back to databases. Left click on databases right here. Fee tables, left click on it. All right, so I simply need to set up my fee tables for my clients. All right, and I like to set up 2 fee tables. I like to set up a general fee table as well as a discounted fee table for my super special clients. I want to give super special prices. All right, so let's go to add. All right, okay, so the first area I'm going to touch on is my super special client, and that client is Bank of Florida. All right, so what I'm simply going to do right now, I'm going to enter in the code for Bank of Florida, which should be BOF, all right? And then from here, I'm going to hit my tab key, and I'm just going to type in Bank of Florida. There we go. And then watch what happens when I hit the tab key again. Tab key, all right. See my job type? I have a drop down right here. So at this point, all I have to do is type in the job type number or fee for Bank of Florida. For example, commercial right here, I'm going to simply type in $450. All right, oops, move it over here a little bit, shift it, okay. Drive by, you stay right there. All right, 200. Okay, full appraisal, next one, 300, and I'm just going to stop right there as far as the actual fees, and I'm going to click on OK. All right, so remember, Bank of Florida is my super special discounted client that's going to get the super special fee. Now I'm going to do my general fee. This is going to be the standard fee that's going to be given. All right, so let's click on add once again. All right, so it's my general fee, so I'm going to give it a code, and it's going to be Gen. All right, and from here I'm going to type in general for the name. There we go. Hit the tab key again. There it is. And here it is, the commercial fee. All right, well, why does that keep moving over? Stay there. All right, so let's enter in $550 for that commercial. All right, drive-by is going to be, let's make it $350. There we go. And a full appraisal, let's make that $400 dinero. Okay, so we have the fee set up for the general as well as Bank of Florida. Let's click on OK. That is taken care of. Very good, very good. Now all I have to do is close out of this fee table, which I'm doing right now. So let's go to databases, clients. All right, so my first client that I'm going to be touching on is going to be Bank of Florida. No surprise there. All right, so let's go to edit right now. Left click on edit. Okay, BOF, Bank of Florida. Take a look right here. Fee table, it's already assigned to Bank of Florida. Now, if I wanted to make it general, I could, but like I said, Bank of Florida is going to get the discounted rate. I'm going to left click on OK. All right, now I'm going to pick one more, just one more client, and I'm going to make that one, let's see, where are you? There it is, Land Safe Appraisal Service. I'm going to click on edit. Okay, so client number 2 is Land Safe Appraisal Service. General table is, well, excuse me, fee table is general. Getting a little ahead of myself. You can see that's set for general. Click on OK. So far, so good. So what I'm going to do right now is simply close out of my client maintenance utility. All right, so I have my client set up. I have my appraiser set up. I have my fee table set up. Let's make an order. All right, let's click on the icon that says right here, new order. Well, it should say new order. Left click on it anyway. There we go. There's my appraisal file number. Remember, that's pre-populated. Okay, that's 2015-0001. Got that taken care of. All right. Remember, that's the one required field. Let's go to loan type. All right, we're going to make it a conventional. What about job type? Well, let's make this a full appraisal, shall we? Okay, client number 1. I believe my client number 1 is going to be BOF, Bank of Florida, which is just about here at the bottom. There it is. Client number 2, let's make it Land Safe Appraisal Service, and that is right here. Okay, I'm just going to type some brief information in, so bear with me. I'm not the greatest typer out there. Not the worst either, but I'm not the greatest. So let's put in Orange, not Oranger. There we go. Orange Avenue, Palm Coast, Florida. There we go. And let's make the zip code 32164. And what about our appraisers? Well, let's click on the drop down. Let's choose an apprentice. There we go. Supervisor, I should be right here. Yep. Sarah Bellum. Very good, very good. All right, so now what I'm going to do is click on the next tab over, which is the billing info tab. Left click, and I got exactly what I'm supposed to get. Is simply the fee for the billing. You see right here, already been populated, $300 right here. Total amount is $300, and the due amount as well is $300. Okay, so have that, $300. And also, an apprentice, remember I gave her 60%, which is $180 going to an apprentice. Sarah Bellum, 20%, $60 right here at the bottom. Amount to split, $300 once again. Total to be paid, $240. And very simply, that is how you can make your workflow using ACI Track much more efficient. Okay, by setting up those fee tables, all right? So that is how you can get your information pre-populated in ACI Track. Now, I'm simply going to show you how to make your ACI Track much more secure. All right? Now, to do that, I need to close this out. All right? So I'm going to close out of this order, like so. Don't need to save it. All right. So I'm going to, like I said, show you how to make things a little more secure in ACI Track. All right, so to do that, I'm going to go back to Setup right here, and this time I'm going to go to Security. Now, remember, we have Sarah Bellum. She is the supervisor, appraiser, and then we have the appraiser, which is an apprentice. Okay, so it only makes sense that Sarah Bellum has all the rights and all the power. So I'm going to set up her account first. So let's left click on Add. All right, and I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to hopefully, yep, make it There we go, Sarah Bellum. Hopefully I got that right. I'm going to take my caps lock off, and I'm going to enter in the password right here, simple password. And okay, here are the rights, and here is the power. All right, well, Sarah Bellum, like I said, she's a supervisor, so it's only fair she gets all the rights and all the power. So I'm going to put check marks in each and every one of these rights and click on OK. There we go. All right, so we took care of Sarah Bellum. Now let's take care of Anna Prentice. All right, so I'm going to left click on Add. And I'm going to type in Anna's name in caps and take off my caps. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter in the password, make it a very simple password for me. All right. And like I said, Anna's the apprentice, so she's not going to get all the rights and all the power. I'm only going to give her order edit and scheme edit, and she's going to just have to be happy with that. And from here, I'm going to click on OK. All right, so I have Anna Prentice, I have Sarah Bellum. They're set up as far as their actual passwords, username. Now, let's see if it works, which it should. All right, so I'm going to close out of this security utility. I'm going to also close out of ACI Track. All right, and believe it or not, I'm going to go back into ACI Track. So let's left double click on this icon. Let's see what I get. Wait a few moments. And there it is. I should be prompted, and I am prompted with a username and password. All right, so I'm going to simply enter in as Anna. Let's hope I spell her name right. There we go. And oops, got to take that caps lock off. I'm going to enter in the password. Let's see what I get. So far, so good. I'm in ACI Track, or am I? Okay? Because remember, she doesn't have all the power. She doesn't have all the rights. She cannot print out reports. Sorry, Anna. And she can only do a limited amount of items here. She can't delete a report or close out a report. She definitely can't post a payment to a client or to an appraiser. But what she can do, she can send a report. Okay? So I'm going to simply go to an actual order right now. Let's see. And I'm going to go to that order that I created earlier. There we go. Here it is. And I'm going to left double click on it. There it is. Okay, so I can go to File, and I can go to Send, and I can actually send the status. All right. Now, it's entirely up to you. You can send it to a client. Once again, that's entered into ACI Track, our order database system. I have selected right here Land Safe Appraisal Service, or I can click on the drop-down. I can select any of the actual clients that I have entered in to ACI Track, our order database system. But if by chance I don't have that client entered into ACI Track, simply click right here, Send to Other, left click on Next, select the profile of your choosing, standard ACI Rapid file, or click on the drop-down, select any of the profiles right here. I like to choose PDF Adobe Acrobat file, and I'm going to be staying with my select service of Outlook 98/Exchange, and simply send this to my client. All right, so that's a little bit about sending your orders or your status or your report to your client, as well as securing things within ACI Track as well, and obviously making things much more automated and much more efficient in ACI Track. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the class relating to ACI Track efficiency class. My name is Edison. You have a great day and a great week. Take care.